ambushed by New York niggas. Still West Side though.
He want that J verse bad.
Oh that J, yo.
I've never heard anybody want a Jay-Z verse more.
Dog, he wanted that J
Just give
verse.
it to him.
It's like, another classic without a Jigga verse. It'll happen soon. I'm like, no.
First of all, this is your last album. If it didn't happen now, it's not gonna happen.
Did he imply that that's not the way he dies without a Jigaverse?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like, wait a minute.
He said something
He did
like,
that
I know
Yeah.
the way I die is not that. Something.
Yeah, now that you say that, it's funny. He did that twice on that one song. He said first because he said another classic without a Jigga verse. It'll happen soon. Then on the end of that next joint, he was like, every dream of a. Oh no. It was the same line. Yeah, because he said another classic without a Jigga verse. It'll happen soon. Every dream of a young spitter, even if the verse was killer, that is not how I die. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I see
if
my
you-
death.
Right. If they don't get this Jigga verse, I don't know
Just
what's
get a
gonna happen.
surprise Jigaverse. What if Jigga don't tell Game and he just do like a...
Well, first of all, he's not doing. First of all, I'm sorry,
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z
not
is
doing that for game.
right. Jay-Z's not nowhere like, yo, I'm gonna do this surprise verse for Game. When he find out, like,
Why-
he's not gonna be that hype for
Why
Game.
isn't he doing it for Game? Because they had beef?
I don't
like,
even
why-
know if it's.
Why is that preposterous is my question. Like,
I
y'all
just-
act like it's just so preposterous.
To be honest,
I mean, yeah, he's thirsty for the verse.
he is, but for some reason, the way I look at it, like if I was Jay-Z, like the person who Game is, like the way he
The
way he
chaserness.
carries himself. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if I was Jay-Z, I wouldn't even want to do it. I'd be like, just chill.
Yeah.
Like if you would just chill, maybe I'd give you a verse because he can rap. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jay-Z doesn't think that Game can't rap.
Okay, I wasn't thinking of it in like his clout chasing ways. I was basing it on skill. So I guess that's the way I'm looking at it. But if you put it
If
that
it was
way,
strictly based on skill, and game never was like you said, his antics, I think there would be a better chance.
yeah.
If we just based on skill, then yeah, I think Jake would respect him enough to give him a verse.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, 2020, New Year coming up.
Yeah, who knows who gonna get a verse? I mean, who knows who get a Jigga? Who will get a Jigga verse?
Jigga might put out an album. I love how we're calling him Jigga. Like it's not 2019
Yeah, I
or
was gonna say, right.
2020. Like who calls Jay-Z
People still call him
Jigga?
Jigga.
Clearly, we're doing it now.
Yeah, honestly, this is like the first conversation where I ever called him Jigga. Like just talking about, I never
Who
called
started it? Me?
You did,
Yeah.
you did, because you said Jigga. You just kept going.
Jigga
We just
what?
followed your lead.
Yeah,
Jigga who?
yeah, but I never called him Jigga before. Watch next year. He just gonna do something super random and put out like an EP with like Playboy Cardi or something like that.
No, don't.
That's gonna be the weirdest EP.
Yeah. I don't.
You said Jay-Z put out an EP?
No, I'm saying next year. I said 2020. He gonna do something random and put out an EP with Playboy Cardi.
I don't want that.
I'm gonna be so angry. Yo. I'm gonna be like Beyonce, divorce him, yo.
Big Playboy Cardi.
He's like, it's cool if Playboy Cardi come over so we can record. I'm like, yo, what?
And Beyonce just gonna be like, tell your friends to go home, Jay.
I know.
Tell your
deep
friends to
voice.
go home. Yeah. That's her serious voice.
He downstairs at Playboy Cardi like, yo,
Get out of my house.
I can't ask you, so you ask if you could spend the night. And we can finish this EP by tomorrow. We'll be all right. I be like, yo, you are 50 years old. Like, what are you doing?
It's just them. You just see Jay-Z, like, before he said it, he, like, pauses 2K. Like, you trying to ask Beyonce if you can spend the
You can
night.
spend the night.
I could not make it through a whole Playboy Cardi project. Can barely
Dog.
make it through a song. Like, oh, you know his song with Nicki Minaj, Poke It Out.
Poke It Out?
I had
Yeah.
to suffer through his just to hear my girl. I'm just like, oh, please, Nicki, hurry up.
Yeah, he be making them weird noises with his. He be like,
Yeah.
them little weird. I don't know what that is.
Hola, baby. I remember one time my coworker at my old job, she said she saw them perform. Was it on SNL? It was one of them shows.
They performed that?
Yeah, they performed it.
Wait, Playboy Cardi made it to SNL?
One of them late night shows. It was. I don't know if it was SNL. Let me not. I don't. But I feel like but I feel like it was one of those late night shows. And then she was like, I had no idea what he was saying. I thought he was saying polka dot. Polka dot.
Polka dot.
Sound like
Polka
it.
dot.
Polka dot. I was like, please get him off the stage. I remember the performance. I forget, was it Jimmy Kimmel? It was one of those late night John.
Somebody.
I think it was Kimmel.
Mm-hmm.
But I could not. I was like, oh, I hate suffering through his stuff. And the only other song I know is in New York on Millie Rock.
I mean, Mongolia.
Magnolia.
That's a totally different thing.
Yo, Magnolia.
You know, y'all like the Mongolian beef from P.F. Chang?
That's a crazy segue.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do.
I don't think I ever had it from P.F. Chang's.
Yes, you
That
had.
joint good.
I did?
You had to have it.
Yeah, because I feel like we were all together. Remember? We had the family style.
Well, I liked everything from P.F. Chang's, so then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say, ain't nothing I really
You
don't
gotta
like
get a
from
good batch, though, because sometimes they might make it a little tough.
I hate when they make that
there. I
noise.
know. Even they just come to the table and do that and then give us the check and leave.
Because sometimes it get tough. Whatever.
Come to the
Somehow it got a price on it. Like, we didn't order nothing. Like, they just come do that.
It just says TCH, $50.
No, I'm like, what?
$50.
I'm like, that, wait a minute. Where the tax at? Why is it straight 50?
What up?
What's up?
Welcome to the Aux Court Cast. I'm Ant,
I'm Jazz Miotti.
Hey, yo.
and we're the plug. Always up front, auxcourtcast at Gmail, auxcourtcast on Instagram, auxcourtcast on Twitter, auxcourt on Facebook, and auxcourt across all of your podcast programs, wherever you go to hear podcasts. Jazz, lead it off.
So I love Drake. I really love when I hear Drake interviews because I feel like he rarely does them. And I be having so many questions, and I feel like he answered the majority of our questions with the interview. It was with Rap Radar, with Elliot Wilson. What's the other guy's name? B-Dot.
B-Dot.
I really respect those guys. So, and I love Elliot Wilson. Like, I follow him because I just like to follow hip-hop journalists. But I thought it was a really good interview. I feel like he was transparent. I think Drake is very well-spoken. Admittedly, I didn't finish the entire interview from start to finish, but I did make it through a good chunk of it, and I also saw a lot of clips prior, so I was really excited to watch it. I think the highlights, it was a lot of highlights for me. I liked hearing his stories about like the process of just like him getting to know Wayne, and I'm sure he's told these stories before, but it's just nice to hear him like reflect on it and just his growth as an artist. Highlights for me was he was highlighting his beef with Meek, highlighting the beef with Push, touching on the beef with Kanye, yet still, you know, paying respect to him and acknowledging that he is a major influence for him. It was interesting that he mentioned his blackness, how it's always called into question,
Right.
and he feels like it's rarely celebrated. When he accomplishes things, they don't attribute his blackness to any of his accomplishments or anything like that.
He
Which I
says
thought,
something like that's what he identifies it. Like,
yeah, it was
I mean, he is half black.
right. And he identifies as a black man. Like, I don't look at Drake and say, "Oh, that's a white man." Like, I don't,
Nah.
and neither
Nah.
does society. So, and I felt bad for him in that moment. And I also I know Drake is probably the last person you should feel bad for because he's like one of the biggest artists of all time. But I do feel like in regard to his beefs, like people just come at him out of nowhere. Like he be minding his business and then he just defends himself and he does it well. And I feel like he should be applauded for that. But all in all, I can't wait to finish the rest of it. I'm thoroughly enjoying like every minute of it because I'm a rap nerd and I still cherish like interviews, like especially for artists that interview well. Like the newer
right.
artists, I feel like they're not really good interviewers because they're all introverted and don't know how to speak and communicate. But
Yeah, they're trash.
I think this Drake interview is just golden, and it's 2.5 hours long, which doesn't bother me at all.
No, I thought it was good. It definitely kept me engaged all the way through.
Yeah.
But they literally went from his mixtape starting out to his current position.
Right.
They covered everything, so that would take about 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
looking at it, it could be intimidating when like I gotta watch a 2.5 hour interview or one like, but
Oh, that excited me. I'm like,
Yeah, if you into him,
2.5 hours.
well, yeah, I'm
of
talking about
Drake.
people who aren't like us.
Yeah.
But it was good. He covered a lot. He spoke on a lot that I didn't expect him to speak on. He was really candid, which was great.
When he was canned about the sickle mode verse, I was kind of surprised at that. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you." Like, I'm like, "Yes." Like, I like when they're honest, but not in a like, I don't know, weird way.
He wasn't
Like,
trying to sidestep it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
like answered the questions like head on. So that was applauded. I feel like he covered a lot of. He covered some stuff that we talked about last episode in regard to the classic album conversation.
Yo, that was.
Wow.
I think what I want to know from that is, because he was all like, yeah, you know, people say I don't have a classic album. And he was like, which is not true. And I'm like, I wonder what he thinks his classic album is.
He told us what his favorite one was.
And I was happy about that.
Yeah,
'cause that's my
yours.
favorite album too. I
Nothing
was
was the same.
I was like, that's as soon as the boy said it, that was his favorite, and then Drake said it was. I was like,
He's
all
like,
right.
yeah, mine too. I'm like, wait, pause.
No,
You
I was-
just told us your favorite album of yours.
I was just glad he said it because I was like, all right, I'm not crazy for thinking that. I don't like. I don't know. I'm not saying that it should be everybody's favorite, but it was crazy to hear that was his favorite album. But
Right.
because I didn't know what to expect Drake's favorite album to be of his own. But
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, it was interesting hearing like what he thought of like songs as he was doing them, like with the guys playing thing, and he was supposed to get trippy on it, but he
Yeah.
didn't. And I was like, well, I'm kind of glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
thank God.
then because he
I don't
wouldn't
think
even
it wouldn't have been as big.
Well, but
to
then
be
And he
he said
wouldn't have had
it was supposed to be Trippy's song, right?
Well, he said he put a verse on it, but he said he sent it to Trippy. Like he said he didn't have that second verse on there.
Yeah.
And then we did the second verse. That's when whoever was in there put the drop in there in the beginning, and that just that probably became the biggest part of the song. But yeah, I don't know, stuff like that is like crazy. Like it just show you like, I don't know, within the industry, people probably just be sending incomplete songs just to
Yeah.
other people just to finish them up, and
Right.
and he was all like, you know, I think what he said, Young Thug had the one with Lil Baby or something like that he wanted him to get on, but he never got around to doing it. And I'm like, dang, I wish he would have done it, because him and Lil Baby always don't they got like,
I only know Yes
Yeah.
Indeed.
no, they got Yes Indeed, and they got that Never Recover John. That came out last October. But yeah, Never Recover, Yes Indeed. And I don't know if he has another one with Lil Baby. But I don't know. I could deal with Drake and Lil Baby. But yeah, overall that John was cool. I like how transparent he was.
I like how he was just straight up talked about how he don't believe Pusha T.
Yeah, that was huge. He was like,
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, he was just
It's
like,
so funny.
back
He
then
was like,
did.
yeah. He was like, yeah. I mean, I don't really like his music. Like, I don't listen to him. And Elliot
He
Wilson's
said,
like, but
I don't believe him.
Elliot was like, but didn't you get you were a fan though, because you
Yeah, the
had the
clips.
signed clips. He's like, yeah, I still got it upstairs. But that was back then when I thought he was
Yeah.
a real bull.
I really believe he was doing that.
Right. But I don't know. It's sad that that will never be like rectified. I mean, because do we really want to hear a Pusha T and Drake track? How would that sound? I mean, I'll be interested to hear it, but like I don't know how that would really sound.
I don't really care to hear it. Cause personally, me, I don't like. Remember, it's not that I don't like Pusha T, but I liked him better when it was the Clips.
Oh,
When he got solo, I wasn't really like into. After I heard the projects he was dropping, like I wasn't really into him like that. Like My Name Is My Name wasn't bad to me, but this last one, remember the Kanye Daytona, I ain't really like it.
Oh my God, Daytona was my favorite rap album.
I know, and I listened
played
to
it
it
over
once.
and over and over. No, it just flows. It's concise. It just flows. I can listen to it on repeat like over and over and over. I love Daytona.
And I know you did. Like, he's not bad. It's just, I don't know. It was a certain way that I felt about him at one point. I just don't really feel anymore. But and it ain't got nothing to do with me believing if he was a coke lord or not. But
A coke lord.
yeah, but you know.
I wish Drake would have, in regard to his beef with Meek, I wish he would have expanded on Nicki more, like his relationship with Nicki more, because I'm
He
interested.
definitely didn't touch on that much.
I guess it's real touchy. You know her. She'll go on Clean Radio,
Take it and
dropping
make
bombs.
it a drama-filled thing.
Yeah, so
Yep.
actually thank God he didn't do that.
That
But-
would have been stupid. He ain't need that right now.
Right.
I really liked how he defended himself in regard to those ghostwriting allegations. Like he stood firm and said, like, I'm good at this, but I'm great at writing. Like, you're not going to take that away from me. Like, yeah, I collaborated with Bull, but that's a part of music. This is him talking. That's a part of music. My peers do the exact same thing. I guess I was the one that caught heat for it, but I don't care. I'm going to keep doing what I do and making hits and being a legend. And I'm like, yes.
It's a collaborative thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I agree.
At the end of the day, though,
Because he can write.
Yeah, at the end of the
Writes
day,
his
I don't
stuff.
think anything can. At this point, I don't know why people don't see. I mean, I guess in this game, you're going to be competitive and you're going to be, I guess, defensive or just try to start stuff or do whatever. Yo, I don't think there's anything you can do to break
Dismantle
Drake. You
Drake's legacy.
You can't. Like, imagine somebody back then trying to have beef with like Michael Jackson or something. you can't beat
do
it.
that.
Yo, like, you just can't. Like, it don't matter what you say. It's kind of like, all right, like the only way you can stop him is if he does something like,
He would have to be caught on camera like hitting a woman or something.
right. He would have to do something like outside.
I don't know
of
because
music.
Chris Brown's still here, so
Well,
he'd have to
yeah.
be caught on camera like, I don't know. It would have to be something really bad.
real bad. Like, it had to be like something like super crazy, or him on camera like in the studio, listening to somebody's song and like stealing it or something like that.
It would have to be on some like. I just had it in my head. He would have to be on some pedophile stuff. He'd have to be R. Kelly.
Yeah, like
For it to be
like-
canceled.
Yeah, like he would have to do something like that. It ain't nothing else you can really do because if everybody, if for the beef that he been in, if the only loss is him, like is his baby being revealed, like he said, it's like, all right, well, what else? Like you're gonna have to go way, way further and deeper than that to like crush my career and make people look at me like, oh, dad, I ain't messing with you or your music no more.
Right.
Yeah, you can't cancel him.
To be honest, I don't think I love Pusha T. I don't think Drake lost. Like, I think it was like you said, it was just the shock factor of the baby. Like, I don't think, like, I haven't only listened to Story of Ad the Don or whatever once and when it came out, but I continuously listen to Duppy Freestyle like it's a song, like, cause it's bars.
Yeah.
I think Pusha did a good job of like igniting the beef, like at the end of his album with Infrared, and then that Drake responded to that. So I thought that part was a good back and forth. But I feel like Story of Adidon, I won't say it went too far or whatever. I understand it's rap and people go far, but it just wasn't that great of a diss record.
It was all about
just,
what he said.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was the blackface thing. It's like, I just felt bad for Drake in that sense because, like, I really feel like he minds his business. Like, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but you never hear stories about Drake like, oh, Drake be antagonizing people. And it sounds like he just minds his business and goes to work and does what he does.
That's what we know.
Whereas with the whole Meek and Drake thing, like, I did not feel bad for Meek at the time, like, because I just felt like it was out of pocket. I didn't know he was in a horrible mental state. I didn't know all of that and stuff like that. But, like, I was like, no, you're getting what you deserve at this point because Drake's supposed to be your friend. He was minding his business. You trying to turn his legacy. And then he was putting out good music on top of that. Like, I was like, all right, nah, I mean, you got to sit down.
Although I agree, I do feel like there's three sides to every story. Like,
Yeah, I didn't think
don't-
that was the whole thing.
I feel like
I didn't think so.
Drake, like, there's no
more
such thing.
feel.
You can't be that squeaky clean. You have a part in it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you did as much as that person, like with the Chris Brown thing, you are not just 100% innocent in y'all's feud. There's stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
That we'll never know. That's between them.
Especially because they cool now, so we definitely not going to know.
Right. So it's like, when it comes to Pusha, I'm not saying they didn't have reason to diss each other. But, you know, I'm sure Pusha felt within his right to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not... Drake, two things can be right at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Drake is just... He's doing malicious things behind the scenes that he wasn't upfront about. But I'm also not saying you have zero part in all these feuds either.
Right.
I don't know about the Meek thing. Meek even admitted he was out of his mind.
He said, I don't even know why I did it.
Yeah. You saw
me.
that was on that
The Charlamagne interview?
Y'all watched that joint right after the Drake one. Because I never seen it yet.
I didn't watch that, but I saw a clip of it. Like, I gotta find time to like watch all this stuff because like it really brings me joy.
Yeah.
Like,
And that joint like an hour or
this.
something.
If I wasn't off work, I probably wouldn't have had the time to sit and watch the Drake one.
Yeah.
Or I would have had it playing in the background at work or something.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
no,
he
but
had me
yeah, like
engaged.
Meek was tripping. I still remember the night he started doing that. Like,
I remember that night, too.
I remember where
it
I
was
was and everything.
It was
remember-
a Tuesday night.
I remember because
Dang.
I was on my phone when he was doing it. And
Yeah.
then he typed in Quentin Miller, and I immediately looked up Quentin Miller immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found all these, not all these, but a couple Quentin Miller songs I like.
Oh yeah, from
Him
there. I
and-
remember I started looking up the all the because he had the reference tracks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Tim
yeah, I started
Benz
looking.
joint and all
Yeah, I
that.
started looking all that up too.
His delivery was trash.
That's why
But-
Drake had to
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, it's a shame like how that all turned out. Like it was just a collaborative thing, and I think now they even don't speak, and it was drama with them too. So
Oh, him and Quentin Miller.
yeah,
Yeah, who knows?
Quentin Miller lost a whole leg.
What?
He only got one leg. Like he had to get part of his leg amputated or something because he was in a car accident or something like that.
This is after the Drake thing?
Yeah,
Dang, I didn't know that. I have not been keeping up with Quentin Miller. Dang, that's messed up. Yeah, I had no idea.
it's this song he got with this bull called "Cool as Mac." What is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's dope. I gotta look it up.
I ain't heard not one other Quentin Miller track.
Yeah,
No,
it was
thank-
dope. What else happened besides the Drake thing?
I don't know, man. Holiday season, it's kind of quiet.
Holiday
Yeah, ain't
season.
nothing really go on. Ain't nobody dropping these last 4 days of the year.
True.
We can talk about celebrity gossip. So, do y'all think Meek is Milano's baby dad?
Well,
Everybody keep-
I guess. I don't,
I mean, she
I mean,
do.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
yeah, I'm about
I
to
mean,
say, I don't even know how to comment.
she is everywhere he's at, but I mean,
He deleted his gram.
yeah, I
He
know.
did?
Yo, on the way here, I noticed that. I was trying to look up his profile, and his Instagram just not
I
there.
guess he was being attacked too much. I don't know.
I feel like he's gonna be back though.
Of course he's back. He's always back.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
For those who care,
Oh, I know.
Oh,
where
I know what this is.
Bastard Tape Volume 2 is streaming now.
It's
Baby
a wild
Mother.
mixtape series name.
The Bastard tape.
Baby Mother, okay, it's 6 songs and only 17 minutes long. All right. But she has some bars in there. She did. And I think it's like 6 songs. Half the songs are dedicated, unfortunately, to her boyfriend that was murdered. So
Dang.
you really feel like the pain in the bars. And I don't know. It's an interesting listen.
Give us a highlight. What's some standout bars you remember?
Oh, I just listened to it today. Let me.
I know if something stood out that stuck in your head or not.
But I have to be listening to it.
I get that. I
But
understand.
you know what? My homework that you're gonna give to me
All right.
is that I'm gonna go back and listen to it and write it down and be prepared for the next.
Jasmine, next
podcast.
broadcast, I want you to listen to it, write it down, come back in here and give us some bars that you heard off the mixtape that stood out to you.
Yeah, I will. Cause like I don't know, cause sometimes she just got you feeling like you that girl, like you don't care what anybody thinks, like. Her delivery
that's
is
good.
not always the best. Like it's not. It's an acquired taste. I keep saying, but if I just tweet y'all, if I were to just tweet her lyrics without anybody hearing it, they'll be like, "Oh, like I get retweets when I tweet her lyrics." But nobody will listen to her music when I like nobody listens to music when I suggest it.
Her words only good to look
It's her
at.
delivery.
Do you
I
also
guess.
put out that they're baby mother lyrics?
No, I just put out the lyrics and then I just noticed like, oh, retweets.
Well, nobody knows
interesting.
to go to it because there's no reference.
No, I'm just compared to like when I let y'all listen to it. I'm like, all right, listen to this, and y'all just be like, when's it over? Like.
We've never said.
Never said when's
Yeah,
it
but y'all
over,
be like, okay, like I know.
Okay, okay doesn't mean when's it over.
Nah, I feel the vibes. I know the vibes.
As many we 34 episodes in, I feel like you know when we're like, turn that shit off. Turn that shit off.
Yeah, because sometimes like you'll turn on Baby Mother, you're like, what is this? But then like some songs just be like, okay, like
if it's sick, I'm cool. If
See,
it's sick, I'm cool. I like that
I
joint.
still listen to that joint.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I like it. It's cocky. Like I like cocky music. I'm not a cocky individual, but I like cocky music because I guess it would bring that sort of side out of me if I had it. But yeah, that came out. I don't know. I'm still listening.
Oh, what's his name? Travis just dropped Midnight.
I don't care.
But I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
It looked like a compilation though. It looked like it just got like a lot of like him and some other boy. I forgot his name. I know Kanye on there.
Is
Mud-
Pop Smoke on there?
I think he is on there.
Because I know he been promoting like him and Travis Scott. I think Pop Smoke has dentures. Or his veneers are just way too big for his mouth. Because it's driving me crazy.
Oh, honestly, I'm just tired of his music because everything sound the same. But them same type of
Travis?
beats. No, the boy Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
She like
Yeah.
the way that I rock. She like the way that I woo.
What's the name on his album? A couple times though. Sheck West.
Sheck West is back?
Yo, Sheck West is all on Travis' album. Yo. I ain't even hear it yet, but his name on the track list was like a pretty good amount of times.
Definitely
Your
sounds
man
like
is back.
Yo, his album was garbage, but Mo Bamba, that's
definitely not something I anticipate.
what Sheck West.
Travis Scott, Sheck was Playboy Cardi, just Trippie Redd. No, I don't want to hear those people. I want to hear Big Sean. I want to
still
hear
ain't here.
Janae.
She still
I
ain't
want to
here.
hear J. Cole.
He still ain't here.
I want to hear Drake.
He's still in here.
It's all next year.
Hi.
Hi.
Who else do I want to hear?
Heavy D, unreleased music.
Rest in peace, Heavy D. Because like y'all understand, I really
Wait,
I did not see it going and spiraling like this. All right, go ahead. No, bet. I'm with this.
Yeah, like I really love Heavy D, and his death really confused the heck out of me. Cause I'm like, weren't you just dancing in BET Awards, killing it?
I mean,
This song, Big Daddy, I want your body.
Yeah.
The way
Heavy
you
D is a legend.
Heavy D was tough.
Driving in your caddy, you can be my big daddy. That was my song.
You already know. Is it good to you? Was my joint.
It's a good deal.
Oh, Heavy D. And he had this one song, Nia Long was in the video. It was something about long distance girlfriend or something. No. I gotta find
in
it.
the video. Kneel on. She got in my video.
Heavy D.
Heavy D. Kneel on.
It was a girl.
I miss rap where they said the name of the song before the hook came.
Oh my God. Yes.
It's a good
He
deal.
was like, it's all he said. It's like, what'd he say? Something to something. Not only a few, but all I want to know. Is it good to you? Yo, at the end of every verse.
Pac did that a lot too. He would say the name of the song before the title, for the hook.
If something changes, you said that's the way it is. But
Yeah, but I was in the hook.
you got in the hook.
Yeah, when he dipped into his Jamaican vibe, because he is Jamaican, right?
What's the song called?
Long distance girlfriend.
Jamaican Heavy D.
I think he is Jamaican.
Long distance girlfriend.
That made me. I was trying to think of how the song went, but Kali Bud's song kept popping into my head. Finally, the thing come around.
Oh yeah. I don't know the words.
Come
What song
on,
is that? You know that song.
Right, maybe I gotta hear
If
it.
you hear it, you know that
Wait,
song.
and that was the edited version. What did he really say? Finally, the bud come around. Something. Tree come around. Something. He was
You
the
hear
white
the hook, you
boy.
gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, I.
Cali Buds.
The herbs.
Never heard this?
Why don't I remember this? I don't remember this at all. Nah.
I'm surprised.
I want to. All right. I'm announcing today. Offscore one day is going to throw a party and we're just going to play all these deep cuts.
I thought you were about to say all Cali Buds.
I thought like all Cali bud.
Yes, he will be in rotation as
I
well.
thought you were about to say he is going to be in the business.
Play all these deep cuts, like songs you forgot about, like, but that still hits, and some songs you can't forget.
That'd be a good list to make. But the thing is,
Yeah.
like, it's probably hard coming up with a list of songs that you think people forgot about.
No, it's not, because I know y'all forgot. Because I know when y'all sleep.
How you know we
I
forgot?
will be curating the playlist.
You gotta like, you going to make a playlist.
We going inside with the deep cuts.
You gonna-
let's go.
Diamond cuts.
You gonna talk like that all night?
Let's keep it going. Come on. I'm going to just bite DJ Diamond Cuz a whole swag.
Yo, you give me a mic, I'm gonna just be Cosmic Kid. You know, in the middle of a song, I'm like, come on. I'm like, come on. Street, keep doing it.
Street bang bang.
That is funny. Yeah.
Cosmic shook his heels. Cosmic.
No. But yeah, all right. Major announcement. I just broke the news. The rest of the aux court cast didn't even know. But we throwing a party, a listening party.
What are we listening to?
Yeah, what's up? I'm edging my seat. What we doing?
Forgotten tracks?
We're playing, Forgotten Gems.
I'm gonna start digging in the middle of albums and picking out
Right.
songs that weren't singles and start playing.
But this is, if you that type of person, you gotta hear what's on the radio. You want to hear a whole bunch of nonsense all the time. Don't come to this party. If you real like into music and want good vibes and is open,
I mean,
come to Death Row.
What songs do we play? Yo, I'm trying to think like.
nah, you can
don't
do that.
don't
That's
worry
easy.
about it. Don't worry.
No, I was still thinking about the middle of like album songs that weren't singles. That's
Yes,
like
like
going in the middle of DMX first album and just play like "Let Me Fly" or something like that.
You gotta play like Jay-Z, but you gotta play like Mama Loves Me,
Yeah,
which is
Listen,
still a dope song.
it's like a dope song, yeah, but it,
Deep
like not a
cuts.
single, but
like those deep cuts playlists on Apple Music. They be the best ones sometimes.
you know, deep cuts.
The deep cut. Like I kept listening to Destiny's Child, like those forgotten gems.
Destiny
Like-
Child got some
Like
songs.
now that she's gone, you wanna come back. See, I'll be on the arm more of the R&B tip.
the verses you just the Destiny Child thing you just said sounded like it could be like an intro to like a sitcom. Now that she's gone. You got the words going across the screen, their names.
I'm
like,
not-
But
on
it's
the
a
names
slow
anyway.
song. It's a slow
Somebody
song.
doing the dishes and all the suds pop out. Be like,
exactly.
say they always do something clumsy before they look.
Or like it's always like a dad like and the kids do something just like
Yeah, I know.
look at us looking like
First of all, hold on. First of all, yo, it'd be like all the kids running past him or whatever, and they like bump into him. He just walking downstairs fixing his tie for work. He's just like, nigga, like,
then he looks at the screen and like nods and smiles and shakes his head.
say his name. I be like, dog, you was just mad. Yo, you mad that first of all, them kids ran by and untucked your nice button up just now. You are mad.
It's always dad or a father like he has like a he's holding things. They bump into him.
Yeah,
He drops them all.
And then just smiles.
Right.
Or like he smiles, but he's like exhausted. He's like
Oh my god, that would be great promo.
it would.
We're doing it.
I would love to do one of them.
Like you bringing in the thing to
First of
record
all-
and just drop it.
First of all,
not
he's not
dropping
dropping. Just dropping that. Just,
and
he
trying
gonna
to
give
fix
a-
the mic and like
he gonna give a real. First of all, he'll look at the camera like, just look mad and say his name at the bottom.
trying to plug in the TV and it just burst.
First of all,
Then
he trying to plug. Why is all this super bad stuff happening? Like he dropped that
To
and
me.
just mad. Just after that, for some reason, he goes over trying to plug. He plugs the HDMI thing in the TV, and the whole screen just shatters on the TV. She's like,
Yeah.
did you say his name again?
I'm trying to fix my mic and it just falls. I'm just like,
Like that's it.
Yeah, I know. Like that's it.
and just hold my hand. Yeah, I'm
Like
like,
Aaron, hey, you eating Skittles and you just happen to drop on it.
I'd be like,
oh, and just take another one. You're like,
I'm not. They always try to do that double take and act like they didn't see it at first or something. Like, they be like,
somehow we have to include.
yo, he was right there, dog.
Somehow your Uncle Donnie has to be in there. Somehow.
You know Uncle Daddy gotta be in there.
No. You already know.
Oh, yes, yo, you look like
You look like
yo, yes, David Ruffin.
Yeah.
Yo, that joint was the
Everybody
funniest.
And we
listening,
fighting
if
and
I-
we both look like Pop.
Nah,
Pop. That I look like Pop. And when I see you, you look like
you gotta have Uncle Donnie sitting there like.
what? You look like Biggie. I look like Pop. Fuck it, we can both die. All this shit is for nothing. Yo.
listen, I'm gonna say it on record, so she
Kill
got to do it. But Jazz is gonna record a skit to Games
Hug the
Hug
block.
the
The
Block
Block.
song with her and her family.
I don't know why that song is so unfortunate and so sad, but that one part like really like made me chuckle because he was like, "You look like ops." I'm like, yo, he said he did that with his whole throat, like.
We can both die.
Oh, this is for nothing.
It's the temptation of mine. You look like David Ruffin.
Yeah, first of all, you said she was gonna have a
Pants to
David
Jordan.
Ruffin costume. Like, where are you finding that, yo?
She
Where
just
are
had to
you
wear
finding
thick
it?
rimmed glasses and
Everything on
a Jerry curl afro. Yo, it was a lot of emotion in that song though. I really
It was like two parts where it sounded like he was crying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be hurting my heart.
You like hurt my heart.
Dad. He was mad he had to go back into coach. I felt that.
Oh yeah.
I really
I look back, you was mad. That's
So I
like,
went and said coach too.
yo,
Oh my god. Now I'm cracking up. Y'all was like, I'll never be able to listen to that song the same
yo,
again.
I can't, yo. I say I really can't, yo.
Like, ah.
That song's so serious, but now it's funny though.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah,
it's funny.
sorry, game.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, he better laugh at it.
Listen, I need him to make a video for No Smoke. That's all I want.
Yo,
No smoke with me. Yo, Miguel's voice is just like butter. Like he's just
butter voice.
butter bull.
I love that song, yo. Every time I
Me
play that
too.
joint, I'm
It's
like,
just, it sets the tone.
Yeah.
It's like okay. I love listening to it when I'm driving.
mm-hmm.
It's like they don't want no smoke on this road. They
I don't want no smoke on this road.
All right, yeah, go ahead, pedestrians. I'm gonna let you pass. You don't want no smoke. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yo, I think that album really became my favorite album this year, yo.
Yeah, it's really
It really
dope.
became it. It was Summer Walker, but I think that might have went up for me.
Yo, the album on my heavy rotation list, and I just made it in a whim. Like I didn't really think about it. It's probably more I should have added, but it's Doja Cat, both Doja Cat albums,
Both of them.
Tory Lanez album, Jacquees album, Summer Walker, Eric Bellinger, and then I have like random songs in here like Flexing and Flashing, Best on Earth, Dior, Young and May. Then I have Port of Miami 2, and I have Ari Lennox and a whole bunch of Baby Mother, a Pusha song in there, a few Cashed Out songs. Real random, but
Yeah, I'm not saying no. The random ones be cool. Got some gems in there.
I enjoy Jacquees' album. Like, I feel like I tend to stop more so in the beginning, but when I do like listen to the whole thing, I'm like, this is an enjoyable album. He said
Jacquees joint was good.
yeah, and he said it sounds like an R&B album, and he said that 2020, he remixing everybody's songs. Which one y'all want to hear?
We about
Go
to be
for
mad
it.
at him again.
Go
I mean,
for it.
but hey, yeah, you might as well do it.
What song do you think he should remix? What song you want to hear him? Somebody put in the comments, Chris Brown, Heat.
He be like,
Heat. You belong to me.
That joint's really cool. I don't know. I mean, if he did Heat, I mean, I'll listen to it. But
Yo, my boyfriend sent me this video of Jacquees performing that song live. And
for
then
real?
he was like, yo, look at his eyebrows the whole time. Yo, I got to see the video and just look at his eyebrows
just
when he
up?
sing. When he go, you belong to me.
Ew, yeah.
Like his eye, you just look at his eyebrows and you can't look at anything else.
them
Because
joints
it's
is
like,
like,
I know I got my vices. Life is enticing. Can't sacrifice this. The boy that's on it with him, TK Kravitz, whatever his name is.
oh yeah, I seen him in real life.
You did?
Yeah, he was performing. I don't know why I said real life. It sounded weird, but yeah, I seen him out at ATL one time. He was performing.
You know who I am. My zodiac is a ram. Yo, that cracks me up every time.
That was so basic. Like, all right, okay.
They got my name in their mouth like a fucking dentist. I'm like, yo, you saying anything?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's anything, dog. Like, really?
No, he said anything that whole verse.
Like, that's what you
know
say?
Who I am.
Right.
My zodiac is a ram. That's walking
Zodiac
around
is a
saying
ram.
that.
Like, come on, though. You couldn't think of nothing else?
It's not false, I'm your man. It's not hard to see. Come across me one time, you gon' remember me.
Uh-huh.
Forget all your plans. You belong to me. Take it away, eh? You
remember.
belong to me.
Oh, I don't know that came after. Yeah, listen, I ain't listened to it in a while. I don't know the order of things.
I like that one. Tory Lane's album is still good.
Oh, yeah, I still go back to Tory John. I have to.
Yeah. I like how it starts. Jalissa Erkin, but she adds character.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. You know what's crazy?
What?
You sitting there talking about Chicks Tape. Well, I'm still sitting here thinking about...
You talking about Memories Don't Die?
No. I'm talking
or
about...
Love Me or Hate Me?
No, Why Don't You Love Me? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Love.
Yeah, the Why Don't You Love Me, John? No, ain't that what it's called?
I think it's called Love and Hate. Love. Why do you love? Let me see.
Why Do You Love Me, right?
Let me stop guessing and just look. Wow. Yeah. Love Me Now.
Love Me Now. That's what it is. I don't know why I think about that. I'm
She
forgetting all about
told
Chicks
me-
Tape.
Yo, you in what year is that? You in 2018.
I know. I'll be forgetting that album came out last year.
That's crazy.
Yo,
Last year is about to be 2019.
that's
Wow.
crazy. This year was horrible, and it needs to end right now. It needs to, yo. This year was not good.
I feel like the end of 2019 was a good setup for 2020, which I feel is going to be a great year. And I usually don't say, like, I usually know when a year is going to be trash. Like, I knew 2019 was going to be trash.
Right.
So I didn't even say, like,
ain't
yeah,
even
this is
get
going to be
your-
my year. I knew it wasn't going to be my year.
Right.
But
But,
it
you
ended
know.
up being, I had a lot of new beginnings in 2019, which I'm grateful for.
Mhm.
Definitely. I feel like there were a lot of, like, celebrity deaths and stuff that were
Yeah, it
just
was.
so...
There was a lot of
Yeah.
deaths, period.
It was a
man.
lot of deaths.
Like, it was way too many. It's like, I was not feeling this year. Like,
Yeah.
so many things happened to so many people. I was like, nah, man, this
Yeah.
ain't it.
Like, what is going on?
I don't know. It's crazy. I just found out about somebody dying today.
Oh my God!
Earlier.
Well, rest
Like-
in peace to them.
I was like,
know.
dang.
That was terrible.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's I don't even know what to say anymore either. Like, when it happens, I'm like, yo, it's just too much going on out here. But I don't want to go down and be all sad now.
Yeah.
But yeah, New Year about to start. I'm ready for it.
What's your New Year's resolution? You have one?
Yeah, I actually do. Last year it was not to be late to work or anything ever, and I failed probably in the first 2 weeks. So yeah, but
So you're praying for punctuality. You
Well,
want
no, that was last year.
Oh,
So
you don't care
that's
now.
chalk this year. Yeah, that's chalk. I know it's gonna happen at some point.
Right.
But I think this year my New Year's resolution, to be honest, is gonna be, and I'm gonna really try to stick to it. I'm gonna try to not like overthink situations too much. Like I don't want to overthink situations too much. I don't want to
Overthinking
dwell
is the
on too
enemy.
many things, and I don't want to drive myself crazy when I don't need to drive myself crazy, because
Right.
I find myself doing that certain things, and then when I look back, it's like, yo, it was no reason for me to even do that to myself. So it's like, I think that's my only thing.
I didn't know that you did that. You come off as real like calm, cool, collected, and laid back. So I
I
didn't
know,
you.
yeah, that's the thing. I know I come off a certain way, but sometimes like certain situations, I'll be like I'll just keep thinking about it, and I'll just think like, depending on what it is. I mean, of course, I'm thinking about different things, but it's like it'll just stick in my head, and I'll like think. I don't always look on the bright side of things first. I'm always like, if I know there's a negative side, it's just like that's just where I'm at, and
I
just
thought you were the
wanna-
complete opposite. That's crazy. You know you are.
I mean, on the outside, sometimes I'll give off like, yeah, like it's cool, like I'll be all right. But in the inside, it's like, all right, I'm still. People could tell me like, yo, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, don't worry about it, and I'll be like, all right. But low key, I'm probably still like, still worried about that joint. But I mean, I think everybody guilty of that at some point. But I think this year it's like, all right, I want to stop doing that, because now I'm starting to really believe in like. Starting to believe in like reasons for stuff and like signs and stuff like that. Like usually I was never really a person to believe in that kind of stuff, but
You hanging
I
out
don't
with
know, a
the
lot
kid.
of-
You hanging out with the kid too much.
Yeah, I
Cause you
know.
know I be searching for them signs.
but I don't know. I just started like looking at stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know. So I don't know. That's my thing for next year.
So what is it?
Just not to
To be more optimistic
yeah,
and more positive.
yeah, and like not dwell on
Not dwell on.
yeah,
Okay, not
dwell on
overthink and
things
dwell on things.
that's not gonna be like permanent or something, stuff like that.
That's a good thing. It's good for your mental health.
Yeah, like if there's an upside to it, I might as well think about that. So I got that to look forward to rather than staying where, when it's negative.
True that.
What about you, Aunt?
I don't have a resolution. And I don't have a resolution because I want to keep my head down and keep doing what we're doing. And I don't want to say, I'm not saying this to downplay anybody who has one. I'm just saying it based on, I don't want to go into the new year acting like I need to go harder because it's the new year. Like we started this in almost like a quarter of the way through 2019. So I'm kind of still on that same page.
Okay.
Like I want to keep doing what I'm doing, keep the mission we all have in our heads, like on the same, like keep attacking it the same way we've been attacking it.
Right.
Build on what we've been doing. And I guess if I had a personal one, it's more so like, I don't know. I just want to be further ahead in my passions and
Your creative space.
my creative spaces, and also be in a better place mentally next year. I
Right.
wasn't in a horrible space, but it could always be better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Respect that. I'd say we definitely got to be. I mean, every year we always gonna strive to be in a different place than we were the previous year before. So that's always the goal. Well, what's yours?
I actually have a lot of goals and resolutions, but I think to sum it all up, I think the root of every one is rooted in confidence. I want to develop a stronger sense of confidence because I feel like I think in general at times I can lack confidence, and I feel like that's held me back in multiple areas of my life. That like I could be further along if I was more confident in my capabilities sometimes, and just kind of just go for things, and like you said, not really overthink things all the time, and just kind of just go for it.
Right.
And I think everything that I see as like an issue in my life or like a flaw or something that I want to change, it's all rooted in confidence. So that's my word for 2020, confidence.
Confidence.
So that's what I wish.
It's a good
I
one.
think that's a good one, especially for you. I think that's a good one because you should have that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You should. So that's definitely a real good one.
Man. What's left? I already knew it was going to be a shorter episode because...
I think we ended on a good note. It's
No,
our
that's
Yeah.
how we should end it. I don't think there's much more to say. That's what I was leading to. I don't think there's much
Yeah.
more to say. I hope everybody out there is having had a great holiday or is having a great holiday. This should be coming out the day before New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
I hope you have a lot to look forward to. Hope your tomorrow's better than your today's or your pasts. Thank you for everybody who listened to us this year. We came out 2019 and, we got a good reception. We're still going, still being consistent. So we hope to carry that over into 2020. And we just want to thank y'all just for whoever hit play even once on this.
Thank you
Right.
for all our supporters.
All
We
the
really
support,
appreciate
man.
it.
We promise to deliver bigger, deliver better, and keep the same consistency up. I don't want y'all to think we take any of that for granted because we don't. We tired right now and we in here. You know what I mean? But thanks again. And, contact us everywhere. AuxCourtcast Gmail, AuxCourtcast Twitter, AuxCourtcast Instagram, AuxCourt on Facebook. And that's it. So for the AuxCourt, I'm Ant.
I'm Jasmine Yadi.
Mayo.
And you are now unplugged. Everybody be safe. Happy New Year once again.
Happy New Year.
And next time you hear us, it'll be 2020. Peace.